I'm very happy to welcome you on this webinar that will be dedicated to creating a website quickly but efficiently. My name is Elizabeth and I am responsible for the international content at Tilda Website Builder. I will be your host of this webinar today. I expect the webinar to last around 1 hour. Perhaps a little bit more, depends on how many questions you will ask. And please let me encourage you to ask as many questions as possible, because this is a very good opportunity for you and for me to get to know each other better, for you to get to know Tilda better, and for me to get to know you guys better and maybe tailor the webinar to your needs. So please, I can see that you have already left some pluses in the comments. Thank you very much. And let me just explain in a couple of words what is waiting for us today. So today I will create, just in front of your eyes, a business website in about 1 hour or so, to show you how you can quickly build and publish websites using pre-designed blocks, which are fully flexible and adaptive on Tilda. So this will be useful for both professional designers who work for clients, okay, because it will accelerate your workflow and will give you the opportunity to take more clients and ultimately earn more money, right? And also for entrepreneurs, startup founders, marketers who need to quickly launch for example, a product or event landing page, okay, quickly and cheap in a way that you don't need to hire someone, a designer or a developer or both of them. So you can do it all on your own, and the quality of the website is still very high, okay? And my goal today is just to walk you through all the steps from zero to the published website. All right, very good. So, a couple of words why we are going to build this website today on Tilda. Why Tilda? So what is so special about this Tilda website builder? The secret weapon is the pre-designed blocks. Okay, so because Tilda was born in a design agency, all right, when its founder was quite bored with the fact that every time for every client you have to recreate more or less the same pattern for each section of the website, he came up with an idea of creating the pre-designed blocks, which are essentially semantic sections of the website, such as about us, gallery, contacts, let's say team, okay, how it works, and similar blocks, similar sections that each website has to have more or less to be efficient. All right. So he basically, what he did is that he created this kind of a templates for each block, which are fully customizable. So you can customize each element, but as a template, it allows you not to think too much about the basics of the design. Okay, so the spacing is already good, it's done. The adaptivity is also already done, so you don't need to create several options for different types of the screens. Okay, it's separate version for the mobile phone and separate one for the desktop. No, you just design once and then it adapts on its own. The block adapts on its own. All right. In the same time, there is a zero block that is a custom web design editor built into Tilda. Yeah, this is the part about zero block, and this is basically, it looks a lot like Figma if you have ever designed in this tool, and perhaps it may remind someone about Photoshop and editors like that. So it's a graphic editor, but the thing is that you create a design and you publish it right away, so you don't need to transfer anything. It's already embedded into the website builder. Okay, so with these two sides of Tilda, the pre-designed blocks that accelerate your work and the zero block that allows you to create unique designs, so to make your website not look like the website built on a builder, but as a custom website, this actually opens you a lot of doors toward a lot of opportunities in web design. Okay, so that's why we're gonna use Tilda today for our website. All right, and let's get started. All right, so this is my Tilda personal account, and I will create a new website. Hit the new website button, and so the website today I will build, it's about a conference, let's say landing page. All right, why conference? Well, because I thought, well, who needs to create websites very quickly? Who are these people? And I thought the first guess is the marketers who have the event that is like tomorrow, and you need the website right now, and you have like no additional time at all. And so I thought, okay, let's make a website about an event. All right. Yeah. So when you create a new page on Tilda, you can either start from the template, and there are like plenty of them. There are like 200 and almost 50 templates, divided by different categories. You see events, stores, business, zero block templates for advanced designers, or you can just start from the blank page. So I want to show you how you can create this website out of a blank page, because out of a template it's easy. Anyone can do it, and you can do it, of course, as well. And you can try it, and it's a very nice exercise to try to design out of the template and make the template yours. Okay, and it's because every template actually consists of the blocks as well, and you can modify them, you can delete some of them, add new ones, and it's all like a Lego game. But I want to show you how to create from scratch. All right, so this is Scratch. This is how Scratch works, and let me start from showing you the block gallery. So this is the place where all the blocks are collected. There are more than like 500 of them. You see, divided by the different categories. So the first category is the cover page. Every website starts from the cover page or home page, whatever you like, whatever you prefer to call it. And like there are several designs. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to choose the one I already thought about, is this one, cover with the diagonal image. Like it very much. So this is how the block actually works. Okay, and you can modify its text like this. Okay, the pictures is drag and drop, and I have here a let me switch to another so that you can see more of the design, less of me. So I have created, let's say I have prepared the texts for the website just to save our time today. All right. And let me just show you how it works, and the pictures as well. They are all gathered here. All right. So the name of our conference is Weblines Conference. All right. And this is how I modify the subtitle. All right, February 17th, 2022. Very good. I just click and it's saved. So there is no save button. You don't need to save anything specifically. You just modify the text like this, and then you can click on a space, on a negative space, and it's saved. All right. Very well, then I would like to add a button. So to add a button, you can see here on top on the left 2 buttons that you will need to use regularly in order to design your website on Tilda. The settings and the content. So the content is everything that has to do with the texts, button titles, pictures that you want to add to the blog, and the settings instead is all about the design. So if you want to change the typography, add some basic animation, change the size and the length of the blog, the spacing or stuff like that. So it's in the settings where you need to go there. So I need the content, and here is the button title field. I just fill in register for free, and here is the button period. This is the pre-designed button, and I want a button. I want to change its style. So I go to the settings, I find a buttons tab. The button color, I want it to be yellow like this, and the corners, I want to run those corners by 30 pixels. Save and close, and this is what I have. But this is not it. I want to use this picture for the cover picture. All right. And the last thing I want to modify is the background color of my page. The background color is over here. Very good. I want it dark blue. And now you can see that my typography, my text should be clearly be white over here. So the text color white, and I can also modify it in the content. I can select the description, text color white, save and close, and it's done. So this is my first block, okay, first section, which states the name of the conference, okay, what's the conference about, a very short description, and the date. All right. To change the font for the whole page, for example, at once, you can go to this More button, Fonts, and change the font. So I prefer, honestly, my favorite font over here. These are the pre-installed fonts that you can use on Tilda. All right, there are plenty of them, and I would go for Futura. Yes, here it is. I hit apply, and all the texts are already in Futura. I can see that you're asking some questions here. Let me just make a pause and see what is the question. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Roy from Israel. Hi, Roy from Israel. Great, nice to meet you. I love to watch your webinars. Great. Thanks. I have a few questions as a heavy Tilda user. Wow, heavy stuff. That's cool. So the first question is, I want to market my website with affiliates. I want to ask if Tilda has option to integrate the website with affiliate network. Second question, how can I run autoplay video on mobile? Great questions. So the affiliate programs with Tilda, you can do that, but you have to do it outside of the platform. Let's say you have to integrate third-party services. All right, it depends a lot because there are many options of affiliate programs. Like how people do affiliate is like very different. Okay, it depends how you do affiliate for your business. But until that, you can definitely use HTML code to create a third-party service widgets. Okay, if you need to, you can add UTM tags to track your web pages. Okay, and all the rest, money questions, it has to be done like outside of Tilda. All right, so this is the answer for your first question. The second question, how can you learn how to play video on mobile? So there is basically a block in the cover that includes a video in the background, and this video in the background, like this one, for example, or no, this one. Basically, honestly, you can add video to all the backgrounds, almost all the backgrounds of the cover blocks. Instead of, for example, the photo, you would add a video as a background. So you just need to enter the YouTube video URL over here. And then it automatically will be autoplaying on desktop. As about autoplay on mobile, perhaps if you are doing this way and on your mobile the video is not autoplaying, you may try to do it in zero block. If there is not such option, perhaps it is made in purpose because the heavy animation on mobile phones make the website very, very slow. So the page load speed drops terribly. So in case you're trying like several ways and you see that it's not possible to do it on Tilda, then you may of course address our support team, but I think that it is done in purpose in order not to make your website, the mobile version of your website, like super heavy. Okay, great, thanks for the questions. And we are continuing. We're going to continue with the second section. The second section will be about the conference section, and the block is AB 603. AB is about. This is the about section. 603. All right, so this one. This is how it looks initially. Now we're going to change it dramatically. All right, so let me just copy and paste the text. Very quickly I will do that. And then I will show you how to change the look of this block completely. All right, so the settings, I changed the block width and block offset. The second block width gonna be 5, and 1 column. Offset alignment on the left, of course, because all the website we have the alignment, the left alignment. All right, and the background color of the block will be different. You will see it's a little bit like a grayish, light gray background. And the separator style separator is this little thing over here. This is the color of the separator. I want it to be yellow, just like the color of the button, and the height is 5 pixels. Cool, everything is done, and here I save and close, and this is how our About Us page has modified. This is not the end because we need to change the picture. All right, so this is the picture I'm preparing and I want to use for this block. The spacing we can use it as it is. You see, it's very comfortable spacing. It's 6 pixels, 6 points, sorry, on top and at the bottom of the block, so that there is air on the website and it doesn't look like squeezed into one screen. Okay, so this is the first screen, this is the second screen about the conference. The third screen will be dedicated to, well, it's going to be just a simple divider, right? Dividers, they look like this. Very easy, all right? Like plenty of different dividers, and I'm gonna use the simplest one. The only modification I will do is that I will pick the same background color for the divider that I used in the previous block. All right. So why do I use the same background colors? Well, it helps me to connect these sections. If I want to make the visitor understand that we are talking about the same thing over here, then I will keep the background color of these blocks so that it will be visually connected. All right. Instead, like we have here, the cover block stands out because of the different background color. Right. All right. So we continue. And the next block is a block about the numbers. All right. The category of this block is let me find features. Right. Features. So features is the category that helps you to pick the block and explain your advantages, your features of the product that you are selling, for example, or presenting on the website. You see different ways of presenting different numbers of features. Why choose us? Okay, so this is the block that increases the motivation of your website visitors. Okay, you are trying to kind of giving a lot of arguments to the visitor to keep looking, to keep thinking about your offer. All right, great. And here is so for our website, which is all about the conference. So what are we selling here? We're selling here the conference. Even though the registration is for free now, then the full package will be will cost some money. All right, and so we want people to register for free at the moment. Despite that, we are selling it because you will see later on, I will add a online form, a lead capture form that will allow us to get the contacts of the people and to build the email base, which is it's a very valuable asset. All right, so we just delete. We don't need any descriptions or headings over here. Okay, I will just bring it back. Well, how much spacing I will be? Here is 5. Yeah, I'll keep 5 over here as well. All right, very good. And so these are my numbers, quite different from the 2,000 plus participants of the conference, right? 7 nominations, very good, and 30 plus speakers. So these are like the 3 highlights of the conference, 3 facts of the conference that people, the visitors may remember. Okay, this is something that they can still remember because there are only 3 of them. If there will be like 15 facts, they will just scroll down, right? That's what they do. So it's less is more. Less words is also better. So separator style, I want to hide this separator because it's not quite matching the style of my website, and the background color is this grayish one, which is a little bit different. You see, it looks like the gray background color is the same, but actually it's not. Okay, so I go into the settings, separator styles, separator styles up, hide separator, very good. And background color, I know it's the same, that's crazy. Yeah, because of course over here was different. My mistake, sorry about that. Up, and now we have the same gray color. Yippee! So the next section will be dedicated to the speakers of this conference. We're gonna highlight the key speakers because the speakers very often sell the event very well. All right, so to add the speakers, we're gonna use the team category. To present people for any reason on your website, you want the team category, right? And here you have plenty of pre-designed options of how you can present people, all right? Like this, one by one, many people at once, you see, with the dark background, light background, whatever, with the circled image and so on. So our choice is this one. And so what are we going to do? We're gonna first change some settings. Yeah, I'm unable to remember all these settings. Probably I had to, but yeah, I remember some things. But in order to recreate the website, it is in my head that I will show you how to access it because it's one of the templates. I will show you afterwards where you can find this website already done. Okay, so you can start from this one, from this very page that we are creating now. So I want to be very precise. That's why I'm all the time like checking these little tips on the right. So background color is different this time. Okay, it's the dark blue, just the one that we used for the cover page. All right, image height is also different because you will see, because our images are longer than the default images, right? And animation. Animation, here it will be slightly animated, fading up. Saving close, the typography I will also change over here. It's going to be all white, obviously. Yes, save and close. Very nice. So now, yeah, separator style. Still some settings. Separator style. What was it? Width is like this. Height is just 1 pixel. All right. You will see what it is. Color is FFF. You know, it's white and 20% opacity. Very good. Oh no. Yeah, that's what happens when you're in a hurry, right? But don't worry, I still remember. 260 over here. Save and close, and our typography settings, yes. They were not unfortunately saved because I mistyped the button. So personal, okay. Very good. Save and close. So we don't need the title over here. Instead, undo. If you make a mistake, you can always hit this undo button. All right. And yes, something like this. Sorry, I will make it white. And I will align it definitely to the left. Right. So now we have indicated that we need 4 people. We want to show 4 people per row. Okay, so this is the vacant place waiting for the 4 speakers. So I prepared here the images of the speakers, and I'm going to upload them one by one, just like that. And what am I going to do if there is no picture over here? If I upload the picture just on the place where I think it should be, well, it doesn't work like that. What do I do? Well, I go to the content section, right? And I open the items tab. Quite straightforward. Okay, and here I'll take advantage. I will change the names of these people, right? And the description. the description goes into the text section actually, because that's how the design of this page is created, is thought through. Okay, so I'm just basically copy pasting. Sorry, the description goes into the text, right? I'm copy pasting the text, which is quite easy. Okay, that's why it's very important. Tip on the side. It's very important to prepare the text. The copywriting should be done before the design. If you do it all at once, it's gonna you won't make it in 1 hour. You won't make the website in 2 hours, even in 1 day, because you really need to think first through the structure, and second through the messages that you want to convey. And after that, the design process will be like a piece of cake, okay, just like that. So, to add a new item, to add a new speaker, I just hit this new item button. And here, how do I upload file? Well, I can upload it like this. Okay, this is the option. Person's name, Mark Walsh. Yes, sales director, very good. Add another items. Another way to add a picture, because I have actually 8 speakers, just for you to know. To upload a picture, you just drag and drop it toward the upload button. Okay, Helen Mark. Hello, Helen. That's the worst. I'm so sorry today. I'm like not hitting the right buttons. Yeah, if you don't save what you are doing in the content or in the settings panel, then it will not be saved. Unfortunately, if you click on the side over here, it's not saved. All right. So if you're just editing the website like this, on the layout, everything is saved automatically. If you're making some changes to the content and settings, bear in mind that you have to always hit those big buttons, save and close or save, okay? Because in case you, like me, you can like tap on the side by mistake, then it will not be saved, all your work, all right? Very good. So we welcome Helen again. Oops, not 2 times. Helen. I save in the middle of the process. I will save the work that I'm doing. Okay. The next one is Erica Savish, and she is the Boston Group Financial Director. Erica, here she is. Add a new item. So number 7. Is this cool guy in yellow, which is Gregory Lewis. Person name and text, social media manager. The last but not least speaker is Mark Dorsey, head of Berlin office. And that is how we created 8 speakers. You see? Looks nice, isn't it? Doesn't it? Looks really fresh. So every second speaker has this yellow-ish image effect, okay? And there is a very nice separator line that separates the name of the person and his job, his or her job. Very nice. Let me just see your questions. I see that there are many of them. Thank you for asking questions. That's really great. So, hi there, we just launched our website made on Tilda today. In fact, 2 hours ago. Wow, congratulations. I can share it with you all. Yeah, please do. I'll be happy to see your website. All right, another question from Roy. As a marketing guy, I want to know what is all the option to generate web traffic. Oh, yes, there are plenty of options for the marketers. Thanks for asking. I think let's do something. I will come back to this question in the end of this website because we need to create a website in under 2 hours, right? So I will just keep doing my design stuff, and then after I will show you how to market a website once it's ready. All right? Great question. Thanks for this question. Test Quality is asking, I would like to ask something related to SEO. Very good. I have used many of the SEO features which the blog offers, which I would say that are once more used. Heading tags, alt tags, titles, and meta tags. Very good. What I have not figured yet is how to create a semantic URL when you add or create a post. I see it takes the post ID, which is not the SEO useful, and after that it takes the title text. Okay, but I would like to to know how to get rid of this post ID, which is not the SEO helpful. Okay, I see a second question. Yeah, so the first question is about the post. I can figure out that you are using the feeds feature. So in the feeds, it is just for everybody. The feeds feature allows you to create blogs and post blogs, schedule them so that they will appear automatically on your website without your participating. You don't need to publish the page again and again. Okay, so it's more or less looks like automation services for social media, but on the website, with a very simplified interface for creating posts, right? Because you don't want to spend time to design every post every time. And since it's a simplified tool to publish posts on the website, to keep the blog on the website, the SEO feature is not yet available. So the thing that you are explaining, to take out the post ID and to substitute it with the keywords, is something on the pipeline actually on for us. Okay, so it's something that is on the pipeline, but is not yet created because, well, the feeds is a simplified version of making blog posts. All right. Otherwise, if you really care about SEO, you can create a post per page. So you can create, every time you create a post, you create a website, a web page, and then on this web page URL, you can modify it as you like. All right. So this is my advice for the moment. For the moment, it's like that. All right, moving forward. A second question is related to 301 redirection. As I explained, we launched our website today with Tilda, but we had an old one done with a different CMS. Since many pages, around 2,000 pages, were indexed, we must do a 301 redirect with those old URLs, but I see that dealing with that amount of URLs could take a lot of time, going one by one in the Tilda features. So isn't there a 301 URL bulk upload to be able to deal with many URLs? Yeah, they're using feeds feature. Right, I figured it out. So regarding the 301 redirect, I guess that you're... I want to come back to it later as well, but I just, a small spoiler, let's say, you can redirect pages, like page by page, or you can redirect the domain address, all right? And the domain address might be the key to your question, might be a solution, all right? But let's get to these very specific questions a bit later. And in case we don't have time, in case I don't know, I forget about it or something, please do contact our support team. To contact our support team, by the way, this is a very nice idea that came to my mind. I want to show you how you can contact the support team just from any place you are on your Tilda account, if you already have an account. So over here on the right, there is a question mark button. Okay, so you hit the question mark button, you get into the help center widget. Okay, you can enter a question or keywords like 301 redirect, and you will be the widget shows you different options of the help articles, okay, that might be helpful. If you see that nothing helps you at all and you really need to talk to our support guys, all right, you just go down, or you don't go down, whatever, you need this button, send us a message. Send us a message button brings you to the ticketing system. So you create a ticket. Please do indicate your URL of the web page in question, of the website in question, okay, and send it. And within one day, you're gonna get a reply from our technical engineer that will help you to do anything, okay, to solve any problems or questions. Very good. So let's go further. There was a question break, and we're moving forward. So what have we done so far? We have created a very cool, I think, cover page. And then about us page, then the page with the numbers, all right, the three key facts about the conference, and the section with the speakers. So what is next? The next is the CTA, the action. The action will be BF311N is the button and form and button category. All right, and I will show you something over here, cover form with multiple inputs. So over here in this section, we want to collect the user data I will show you a bit later, once we're done with the design, how to connect data collection services so that you have the full control of this data that your visitors will leave you on the website. All right. And then sometimes you would like to allow the paying options. I will show you how to connect a payment services to the buttons or to the forms on Tilda. All right. But for the moment, let's get back to the design. Right, so I just dropped the picture, the background picture. Very nice. In the settings, I want to add a filter. A filter is basically the color that is a little bit transparent or not. You decide about its opacity. That allows you to modify the overall color of the picture. All right, so I'm using this dark blue filter color to make the picture in line with my overall website style. All right, very cool. So I'm changing the text over here. You see it adapts the block. The block adapts to the number of lines. Okay, of your text. Now, what bothers me is basically the color of this button, right? So I need to change it to this very nice yellow one that I'm changing everywhere, up, down. Great. And now the texts, right? And the input fields. So let me show you how to deal with the input fields on the online forms on Tilda. So here's the input fields tab. Okay, and these are all the options of the input fields. So you can basically add or take away all these types of the fields. So what do we have here? Email, the phone number, name of the person, one line input field, so only one, so not to receive like very long letters. Multi-line text field, it's a field for open questions. The drop downs, all right, question with answers, question with image answers, checkbox, file upload, daytime, quantity, quality, website, text comment, calculations, breaking steps, and many more. All right. So here we just want to collect emails. All right. Input placeholder, input title. You can also decide. I will not fill it in. You can decide if the input field is required or not. So if you hit the required button over here, then the person will not be able to send the form without filling in this field. Right. That's pretty clear. Phone number and name. Very good. And the button over here, register for free. Register for free. All right. Here's the little spoiler from data receiver, sorry. Oops. So here you will have all the list of the connected services that you want to use as a data collection services. And I want to show you in a moment in site settings how to add new form data collection services. All right, set them up, get them over here, and connect them to this block, to this online form. For the moment, this is how it looks. You see here the yellow error kind of message tells me that it's not yet ready, because first I did not publish the page, and second I did not connect the data collection service. All right. Very important phrase, you agree to our terms and conditions. You can rephrase it as you like, but it's a very good practice to add something like this under every form where you collect the personal data of your visitors. You know why. For legal reasons, right? So the next one is the title, right? We have several types of the titles, and our title will be 02B. Conference location. That is what this title is about. Okay, we remind people that the conference will happen on February 17th, 2022. We align them left, of course. No offset over here. Alignment to the left. Save and close. Here we go. Very good. And I suspect that the background color over here should be not white, but grayish. All right, and the last block of this website is going to be the contacts block. All right, because we want to use we're going to show the map. All right, which contact? Okay, 402. We're going to use the map, the Google map, in order to show the location of the conference. All right, so over here I want to modify it a lot, so the title will be indicating the address right away. The conference happening in Frankfurt, actually. Okay, just for you to know. All right, very good. So for any questions, call us, email. Over here we don't need this one. Now the background color is again the grayish, obviously. Save. Yes, here the typography we use black one. Yep. Title, description. Very good. Social media icons. Yeah, over here you can use the pre-designed, already pre-installed social media icons, and the color will be obviously this nice yellow color that we used for the buttons, the accent color, so called. For the email and for all the links, let me just make it clear how you do it. So if you want to link the email to the part of the text, you just highlight this part of the text, then you go on top and you hit the insert link button. Okay, you put email to, okay, and the email. And then you can decide on the link color and style. For example, I don't like this orange, which is by default, and I want it to be black but underlined, so 1 pixel, and I want it open in the new tab, obviously. Saved and done. Very good. The last thing to do in this block is to actually specify the location on the map. So how do I do this? I go to the content section, and here's the geo point that I want to change. All right, I can change the title marker and the geo map, latitude and longitude. So how do I do that? How do I know this latitude and longitude? So what I do is I copy the address, so whatever address you need to enter. I open Google Maps. I enter this address to Google Maps. Here it is. Then what do? I right click on this marker in Google Maps, and here they are, the longitude and latitude. I click on them and they're copied to the clipboard automatically. Thank you, Google Maps. Then on Tilda, I go to GeoPoint. The first number is the latitude, and the second one is longitude. Okay, and the title market is conference. Save and close. Here it is. Now, you want to ask me, why is the map grayish for development purposes only? La la la. Yes, so here you will need to do something that I will not do now, but I will just explain you how to do it. Because of the Google Maps, because of the Google, let's say, policy, you need to get the map API key on Google. It's very easy, quite straightforward, and we have the step-by-step detailed guide in our help center that will guide you through the process. It may take you like from 5 to 7 minutes max. All right, you go to Google, you enter your bank account details. This is the deal, but you won't be charged at all. They just want to know this information, and then after they give you this API key, you enter the API key over here, save and close. When you publish the page, the map will be clean and nice. All right, so it looks like we are almost ready. It's 46 minutes that we have started our webinar, and we already are almost ready to see the preview of the page. But we are missing one thing. We're missing the menu, right? The menu on top of the page. The menu, despite it's a one-page website, okay, we're creating a clearly landing page. Still, it's a nice practice to add the menu so that people can quickly move from section to section just from the beginning, not to scroll down and they don't know what this page is about, okay? And you just make them this navigation tip on top using the menu, all right? So the menu is ME301. This is the menu category, all right? And the design of this menu should be like this. You see, I added the menu block as a second one, and now I'm gonna move it up, because on top over here there is no such button to add a new block, like in between blocks. Okay, so just move it like this on up, and I will modify it. So I don't have a logo, but if you have, you can upload an image. There will be a logo, and you can modify the link to this. The menu items will be the following: about, and then what do we have? Sorry, let's go through our page again. About the conference, right? The next one is the numbers, the conference and numbers, the highlights, let's say. Again, I didn't save it. It's a terrible thing. Save it. All right. Menu item. So about, then key facts. Let's put it like that. Then speakers. I add another menu items, which will be the registration, register. I'll put it register, and the last one is contacts, right? Okay, you say, well, the menu items are there. Yeah, I want to get rid of the button. I don't need any button over here. I just delete the button title, and then the button is deleted. And I want to align these menu items to the right this time. Let me see it. Let me do it here. Menu items, alignment to the right. Very good. Save and close. The menu is transparent. That's why we have all these black and white squares now in our editor. Now the last thing, it's very important thing, is to connect the actually the menu items to the sections. So there are two ways on Tilda to connect, to actually build navigation within one page. So first is the anchor links. All right, let me show you what it is. Anchor link is a separate block in the other category. It's the third one. All right, anchor link is something that your visitors don't see, and it's a technical thing that allows you to move your visitors to the right height of the page without scrolling. So let's say this is about. Anchor link name is about. I save and close. I go back to the menu, content, about, link. So if I want to link to my anchor link, I need to add a hash sign, the name of the anchor. I want to save and close. And now when I click about, you see, I am just moved to the about the conference section. Right. Another way to connect the blocks with the menu items, or any specific like blocks buttons, or any kind of links that you create on your website, is you can link to block directly. If I use this option, I just click link to block, and then Tilda allows me to choose which block I want to link myself to. And I would rather link to the divider block, so that I will see the long block starting from the divider, rather than, seeing this short block with the numbers and a little bit of the next one. So I will hit this divider block up, save and close, and now when I click on the key facts, I'm here. Very good. Let me add another anchor links for the speakers. I will call it speakers. I will copy this name. I will go back to menu, speakers, hashtag speakers, great, register, link to block. Yes, save and close. And the last one is the contacts. I will also link it to the block. No, the wrong block, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. I want to click connect it to the title, right? Now we have a button over here, register for free. With the button, we do the same very thing. We link it to the block. The block for the button is here, this one. Save and close. Very, very nice. And now let's see the preview of the website. So the preview allows you to see the website in different screen sizes over here. You can see how it looks on mobile, on the desktop, or on the tablet. Let's see the desktop view. So register for free, yes, I'm here, very well. About the conference, plenty of space, very nice, 2,000 participants, la la la. The speakers take part in the Web Alliance conference. I'm able to, you see, fill in the fields. And the conference location is over here. You know what I want to do? I want to switch the map and the text. Flip horizontal, that's my feature. All right, and here I will decrease the spacing, and what you see here is that it's not aligned very well. So let me add a offset. Not quite. Maybe over here. Oh well, in this case, I will just do like this. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. So I don't need to deal with alignment, okay? Because until we use the 12 column grid, okay, by default for all the pre-designed blocks. Then on Zero Block, I will show you how you can use the custom grid, and so it makes it easier to align all your texts and visual elements. But sometimes, you know, you just can flip the elements and not deal with it at all. Let me just see if you have any questions before moving to our last part of creating a website, of actually adding the title, subtitle, connecting the data collection service, adding the URL to the website and publishing it. All right, thank you for your question. Regarding the design, how can you give to my design privileges without to expose my financial system? I want to know, please, which marking system I can integrate to Tilda. So as for the marking system, since you're a marketer, I imagine that marker system is something that you use to mark up the hierarchy of the titles and the texts on your website. If it's something else, please let me know what you meant. But if you are talking about this markup, I will show you. It's on Tilda. So in case you want to upgrade the SEO, let's say the boost your SEO, over here you have in the settings title tag. Okay, and I choose the H1 since this is the cover page and this is the most important title on the page. H1 title tag should be used only once per page. All right, it indicates, let's say, the name of the page for the crawler, for the search engine robots that will scan your page and decide where it will be placed in the Google results. Then the second block over here, I have also this setting, SEO title tag, and here I will put H2, save and close. Very good. Over here, maybe I will not use anything because there are no titles. Over here, I will also use H2. So this is how you do the markup of the page. Okay, just an example. The specialist can do differently. All right. So this is regarding the marking system. Alt tags are also available for the pictures. Let me just show you over here. Yeah, not for this block, perhaps for the gallery block. All right. If you use the gallery block, so the gallery category is over here, and then you can add different images to showcase the images. Over there, you can set the title tag. You see, SEO image alt text. Yeah, sorry, not the title tag. The alt text is a SEO description for the search engine robots for the picture. Okay, this is also text that will be displayed in case the picture is not uploaded on the visitor's side. In case he or she has a very slow internet, for example, at least they will understand what this picture was about. So alt text for the images is something very important to add when you design a website, all right? And this is my favorite gallery block. I just always want to show it to you guys during the webinar. This is the before after picture. So you upload 2 pictures and then people, the visitors, can move this toggle as much as they like. Very nice. So I'll just delete this one. We don't need it for this website. Okay. So we just finished with the website. We have the menu that works. CC speakers, register. And by the way, did you notice the speakers? Animation. This is the basic animation that we created in one click until. Very good. So now the last part is the more, let's say, boring technical stuff, less of a designer part, but it's very important as well. First of all is the page settings. So in the page settings, I want to set the page title, which is the Web Alliance conference. Over here, it's important, conference. It's important to add keywords as much as possible, okay? Because this title and this description will be showed on Google. All right, so description is, let's say, Web Alliance conference in Frankfurt on February 17, 2022, free registration, for example, okay? February, all right. The badge, I will show you in a second. So yeah, I will show it right now. So page title and page description, if you save the changes, you go over here. This is how your page will look like on Google search. When people search and see the results, this is what they are going to see for your page. You see the last element of this is the URL. We're gonna set it up in a second, but first we want to set up the badge. The badge is something that is a picture that will appear when people are sharing your web page on social media. You know, you can go ahead right now in Facebook, put any link, for example, Tilda CC, to the new post on Facebook, and it will create automatic preview of this page. And in this preview, the image that you will see is this very badge. All right. So the badge is a nice horizontal picture. Okay. The horizontal picture is the badge. Very good, and I will upload this one. Let me just save and show you the preview on social. Okay, so this is how your webpage look when it is shared on social media. Okay, still missing the URL address. I know. So these are the essentials in page settings. All the other options are up to you. You can go further, you can learn it on your own. It's very intuitive, very understandable. But the page title, page description, and badge are the 3 essential things you should do before publishing the page. The next thing I want to do is to go to the site settings and modify the URL of the page. Okay, so URL is the name of the page, which influences the SEO and also influences the user experience, obviously, because you don't want this project 1, 2, 3 and blah 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 in your URL. So you need to customize it. On Tilda, you can use the custom subdomain. What is subdomain? Subdomain means that after your custom name, there will be also tilde.ws part over here. And this makes it free. So for you, you don't pay for the domain. You just use this subdomain for free forever on Tilda. Okay, and let me show you how to do this. And then I will give you a quick hint on how to connect the custom domain in case you buy the custom domain. Okay, so Alliance Conference 2022. Let's call it like this. I save the changes. Then Tilda is checking if this name is available. Apparently it is. All right. Very good. So now we have a nice URL. The next thing I want to do, the custom domain. In case you have a custom domain and you want to buy a custom domain, you buy it elsewhere, okay, not on Tilda, and then you connect it to the Tilda website following these instructions. Basically, we have a very precise instruction on how you can buy, where you can buy a custom domain if you never ever done it or don't even notice a domain, why do you need this? You just read this help center article and you're done, and you know everything. It's quite easily put. Minimalism is a religion on Tilda. All right. So, and here you just put the custom domain and then publish the page, and the page is connected to the custom domain. What I want to do is to go to the forms section and connect the data collection services, because I have a form and I want to collect the data from my visitors and I want to keep it somewhere. I want to manage it somehow. Okay. And I want to add a service, a reliable service, or maybe a couple of reliable services, because in case one is not working, I have a backup. Okay, that's always a good idea to do this. So what do you have on Tilda? On Tilda, you have a possibility to receive an email every time your visitors fill in the online form, the possibility to connect Google Sheets, and then a table will be created automatically, a Google Sheet, where each new application or each new lead that you receive will be automatically transferred over there and saved over there. And this is what I want to show you today in this webinar. Then you can receive the Telegram notifications. You can create a Trello board. Okay, it can be created automatically just like Google Sheets, and receive all this data over there. Also, we have a Tilda built-in CRM. This is for a little bit advanced users who are like into marketing, who need to really work with the clients. Okay, the sales people maybe will be involved, or just keep it in a more flexible way and manage the leads. Then you can connect Tilda CRM for free. All these services can be connected simultaneously, so you can use many of them or all of them. All right. Then there are many of some of the most famous or popular CRM systems that, in case you already use one and you want to connect it to your newly created Tilda website, you can do that. HubSpot, Zoho, Monday.com, Salesforce, and so on. These are the email marketing services that we don't need now, and this is in case you are using Tilda for your newsletter, which is also possible. All right, and some other services like Slack, Webhook to connect third-party services, Zapier as well, Members Area to create like closed spaces on your website, say, for example, for online schools or universities, Notion, and Facebook API. So what I want to show you now is just a Google Sheets example. This is very easy. So you just need to click Connect Google Sheets. Then you will have to grant the access to your Google account. All right, you allow Tilda to do that, and then in a second it's already connected. Okay, you just close it. You go back, which is important. You go back to your page. You scroll down to your online form. You go to the content section. Over here, you see connected services. The Google Sheets service appeared. You need to tick it, okay? You need to select it for this online form. Save and close, and finally, we are ready to publish our website. So let's hit this button, publish, and voila. We have the public link to the page that you already can share with your customers, with your friends. And how much time it took us? It took us 1 hour, 5 minutes. And okay, I had some introduction and some answers to your questions. So let's say we did it in 1 hour. All right. I had, of course, already prepared pictures, structure of the website, and texts. This may take another couple of hours for you, definitely. But the design was done in 1 hour. All right. Very good. So I want to show you how this online form works. So in case I want to fill it in, so let's say Tilda webinar. This is my email, my phone number, whatever name. My name is Elizabeth. Register for free. Very good, thank you. Data has been submitted. By the way, you can modify this message, of course. We didn't do that because we're in a hurry, but it's very fast in the content section of the online form. And now, how do I have the access to this Google Sheets table that was created? So I go to Site Settings again, to Forms, Google Sheets. You see here, Connect Services. In the settings, you can rename it. Okay. and here is the link to the spreadsheet. And voila, you see, in the spreadsheet, so what do we have? We have already my submission that I just did. There is a refer, the website from which the submission came. All right, the date and time, the request ID, my name, phone, and email. If you add additional fields to your online form, there will be additional columns created automatically in order to show you additional data. Okay, and it works just that easy. And then you just share this this link, okay, with your friends or with your colleagues, and then you have the access to this table, and everything is happening automatically. That's the best part of it. Okay, so these were the basic parts of creating website. Before saying bye-bye, there is a very important thing that I want to show. I want to show you how ZeroBlock works. So remember, I told you in the very beginning that until you can create website out of pre-designed blocks, and this really accelerates your work. Even if you're a professional designer, some of the blocks you don't need to create, very special designs. You just need to make it, practical. Okay, and for this practical but nicely looking, stylish, in line with your overall design of the website parts, you can use the pre-designed blocks. Another thing is when you want to create something special, as a rule, you want to create something special for the cover page, and then maybe for the whole page as well, you will use ZeroBlock. So ZeroBlock is a tool for professional designers that is a built-in web design editor, and you can find it over here, just under all the section names in the block library. You hit ZeroBlock, and this is what it looks like. Before going over there, I want to check your questions. No more questions in all this time. Very good. Well, we are going faster then. Okay, so my goal here is to show you how you can use ZeroBlock, and also how we can create an alternative cover to ours. All right, very good. So the background color, how do I change the background color on ZeroBlock? First of all, what do you see here? You see the 12 columns. Okay, then you see the settings button. You see these different screens that you can adapt manually. So on ZeroBlocks are not automatically adapted. You adapt them manually to each type of the screen. There are 5 of them on Tilda, okay, which gives you a lot of space for creativity, of course. Then there is a dark theme that I'm using now. You can also switch to the classic theme, which is like this, okay, but I prefer dark theme, of course. Very good. There are plenty of settings over here. I will not go through all of them, of course not, but I want to show you that you can use over here, you can move the elements as you like, you can delete them, you can add new ones. These are the types of the elements you can add, as many as you want. If you want to add like 3 buttons to your section, you can do this on ZeroBlock. If you want to create very complex animation, step-by-step animation, you can do this on ZeroBlock. Okay, so ZeroBlock is for those who really want to do something special. And I want to show you how to make a special cover for our website. Okay, so let me do it quickly. Text. The text color is white, obviously. Very good. So February 17 is the date, and 24 is the size of the text. Very good. You can move it forward, and you can see that it's sticky. You see, it sticks to the each element sticks to the columns of your grid. Very good. Let's just like this. I will copy the text now. Web lines conference 98 PT. So this is how I do the my title and subtitle. By the way, here, yes, I want to use Futura. Very good. And I want to use medium weight, and I want to make it, this dot, I want to make it yellow. Yes, man. So where is my yellow color? My yellow color was here. All right. So you can do whatever you like, you see. Actually, well, to make a yellow dot, you can do it also. Oops, no, it's not yellow. Wow. Wait a second. Yeah, so I was just saying that to change the colors of a certain, let's say, of a certain, yes, that's it, of a certain letter or sign or phrase, you can do these also in a pre-designed blocks without any problems. Just by highlighting and using the text editor that is the same in zero block and in pre-designed blocks. Very good. So then after, I have another piece of text educating business owners and entrepreneurs. Very good. And this should be 18. And the very last one is about the location. Moreover, I have a location icon, which I just drag and drop, obviously. Make it smaller. And even smaller, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. Very good. And I want to align it. To align two elements, I just I highlight them and then I want to align them. Horizontal spacing, here you can move it. 10 is fine. Very good, yes, and 16 is the size of this text box. For the desktop, right? Then I will show you how to adapt this design to other different screens. Yes, very good. I still have a feeling it's a little bit like too big. I will go for 88 perhaps. Yes, this will be a little better. And on the right, as you may guess, I will add a picture. I have this huge picture, which I will make a bit smaller by just dragging and dropping. Yes, just like this. Obviously to align it to the column, and if you need some guides over here, you have them. You have them on Tilda. Horizontal guide, which you can also use shortcuts for these guides. Very good. To take them away, I just hit here. Yes, and then to check the spacing between the elements, you hit Option on Mac, and it's just like in Figma. If you are used to work on Figma, you will be very easily, you will adapt very easily to zero block. All right. So I checked the. Here's 36. Let me do it. 20. 36, and I will group these two elements and we'll also make it 35. Very good. And now closer. 20 here, 25 here. Very good. All right. Nope. Let's save and see the preview, okay? Okay, I want to make it longer so that it takes the whole height of the screen, see? And then we're missing a button, by the way. Yeah. So I make longer. To make it longer, I just, you see? Here I hold and I move the edge of the block to make it longer, or here you can change the height of the block in pixels. All right, then I want to add a button. I want to make it, of course, yellow. Where is my lovely yellow color? Is this one, and the name is register for free. Register for free. Yes, and I think this button goes just before the address. And I want to make it a little bit bigger, just like that. Okay, and the copy on the button. Oops, no, too big. Just like that. Something like that. Well, it's not bad. Not bad at all. And this is my desktop version. Let me save and check again if the height is nice. Then you can always, of course, make it adaptable as well. No, this is still not enough. And wait, what happened over here? Oof. Yeah, I need to, you see, I need to add the space for the menu on top. So I want to move it all over here down. 750, and perhaps in this design makes sense to make it 98. So in zero block, yeah, it takes more time to design in zero block, definitely. Why? Well, because because you are becoming creative. Okay, but if you're a professional designer, you kind of like it, you know, you kind of like it, you enjoy it. Yes, very good. So let's see the preview. Still a little bit here, and it doesn't fit over here. Well, it's on my screen, of course. On your screen it might be different, right? Save, close, preview, and yes, I like it now. It's okay. Very good. So the register for free button should be connected to the block. This one, right? The third option, how you can navigate, how you can build a navigation within one page, is to go to the block ID in the block section over here. I copy it, I go back to the zero block, I hit the button. Here in the URL, I put the block ID, and here in preview, I click and it works. All right, register for free. Yes, madam. So this is basically, let me just publish it and show you how we modified the cover page, making it custom. Okay, maybe still some things design-wise have to be fixed. Okay, but I just showed you very quickly how you can, you know what, yes, I really need to fix the whole text part over here to align it like that, yes. And maybe up. Voila. So yeah, we created the custom block, okay, for our cover page. Now, the last thing I want to show you, the last two things. One is design thing and one is the SEO thing. The design thing is how you can adapt your design that you just created for different other gadgets, okay, other screens. So you just basically change the background color, and pay attention, your background color can change according to which gadget the visitor is using, okay, which is cool because, you know, sometimes on a mobile you want to make things a little bit more a little bit simpler. Okay, then the size, the font size is modifiable, obviously. Okay, here will be some space for the menu on top. You can calculate it better. All right, so this one I want to do it, maybe I will keep it, no, I will keep it 18, and I will make it in 2 lines like this. Very good. And I will align all our elements to the left, and I want to keep it the same. 18. Design and Multimedia Agency. Perhaps I will put it, no, 18 is too big, clearly. And this one as well. Okay. So I align these two elements. I decrease the size. Yes, February 17, maybe I will put it under. Very good. The vertical alignment. Oops, you see. Yes, baby. Okay. Alignment, alignment, very good. Button, and we make it shorter. We don't need such a long one. Okay, and this is the mobile version, okay? The same thing you do for every other version of this website. But we forgot about a picture, by the way. Hello, we had a picture. Nobody reminded me about it. So the picture for mobile phone, the best practice is to just make it like this. The full width of the screen in the center. Okay. Save, close, publish. And let me show you the preview of the mobile view. So this is the mobile thing that we did. And this is the adapted version of the pre-designed block cover that we used to have. And in case you have two covers and you want to see, like, do A/B test or use today one and tomorrow another one, you can always keep the design that you created on the page, but you just can't turn it off for the moment. So you hide this block. You publish the page. On the published page, people don't see this block. It doesn't exist. But if you want to come back later to it, you can show it again over here. So it's saved. Okay, and now the very last thing that I wanted to show you is something that has to do with the secure and not secure messages on your website. So over here you see we published our website, but it says not secure. What do we need to do? We need to do the HTTPS redirect instead of the HTTP, which is by default on our website. So you see here, HTTP, this is not the secured protocol, okay? HTTP is the protocol, it is a protocol that transfers the data, let's say, from the server to the end user, okay? And we want it to be secure, and Google wants it to be secure, by the way, okay? And this is very easy to set on Tilda. So if you are using the Tilda subdomain, you go to SEO, and then you go to HTTPS redirects, manage, redirect from HTTP to HTTPS, save. Then every time you make a significant change to your website, you need to publish the page or publish all pages over here. And as you may see, there is no more not secure message, okay? Your website is now opened using the HTTPS protocol, okay? The same thing you can do if you have the custom domain, the redirects, okay? And this is the main thing I wanted to show you. Another thing is the payment systems. In case you want to make in case you want to sell tickets to this conference, okay, not be so generous like we were, and selling these tickets allowing people to register for free, so we can connect the payment systems. Okay, what are the options over here? Cash on delivery, PayPal, Stripe to checkout, bank transfer. Custom payment gateway is a very nice option that, in case you want to integrate your own payment system to Tilda, you can do this. Just ask your developer to join you. Okay, you can also create promo codes over here. Okay, so the whole process of integrating your payment service is very much like the integrating the data collection service that we have seen earlier today, based on the example of Google Sheets. Okay, now I want to show you something else. In the page settings, there is an additional tab, and there are plenty of interesting things over here. You can label the pages, comment for page. I want to remind you that in one project, you can have up to 500 pages, okay? And depending on the plan, you may have 1 or 5 or up to 30 different projects on one Tilda account. Now, if you want to create the template for your future pages. For example, like in the case that we have seen today, that people are doing the blog on the website and they're using feeds feature, but they can also use the pages for each the blog post. So in order to avoid designing the blog post every time from scratch, you can design it once and then you can make a template out of it. So you save any page, you can save any page literally as a template. Then if you're paying the annual business plan, you can also allow other users to start from your template. Otherwise, you are only allowed to use your template, only you. Okay, you cannot share your template, but you can save it as a template. And let's see what happens. If I create a new page and I go to the templates, so these are the template categories, and you can see the new category appeared, which is called My Templates. I hit on it, and here it is. Here is the page that we just created today as a template. All the blocks, all the anchor links, everything is here, and you just modify something. You modify the text or whatever you need to modify, okay? And you can do this with every page. And also I wanted to show you that this page was created based on the template that you can use, which is this one, conference template. Okay, we did a simplified version of it, but you can create your page starting from this template, choosing it in the events, section of Tilda Templates, or choose any other template. Okay, it's a very nice way to train your eye as well. Very well, so let me see if there are any questions. How can you stop spam on forms? That's a very good question actually. So let me go back. There is a one thing that we can do on Tilda to prevent it, is to increase the spam protection mode. So yeah, sorry, let me just make it slower. So you go to the site settings, forms tab, you scroll all the way down to the general form settings. Here you click edit settings, and these are the settings for all the forms, for all that has to do with the online forms. And here down here you can enable the strong mode. So the strong mode for the spam means that people that are filling in your form will see CAPTCHA, this little annoying widgets that propose you to choose the bicycles or the trucks out of several images. So the CAPTCHA will be showed more often. This is the way you can deal with spam. All right. So this is a good way. Now, our form's capture ready. Yes, it's like we use it as a third-party service. So the CAPTCHA exists on its own. We cannot control which questions they ask or how often they do it, but we can, or you as a user, you can modify how often it will be displayed for your visitors, for your website visitors. I hope it helps. I hope it answers your question. Okay, if you have any other questions, please go ahead and ask it before we finish. Me, on my side, I want to show you this last slide of a presentation that we used some time ago. So I want to tell you that on Tilda, we are very active on all the social media. Apart from the YouTube, by the way, subscribe to our YouTube channel not to miss the upcoming webinars, and we are preparing a lot for the new year 2022. Okay, so hit the subscription button, and also if you leave the thumbs for this webinar, we're gonna be happy. Apart from YouTube, which we are active on, we also are active in Facebook, in Twitter, and in Instagram, as well as on LinkedIn. Okay, so I really invite you to follow us on all this social media in order to get the web design tips, the marketing tips. Okay, you can also ask direct questions to us using the social media. You can share your works that are made on Tilda, and you can use the help of community. So please, you're welcome to Tilda community. We'll be very happy to see you on board. I see that there are no more questions for today. And so, well, I want to thank you all for your interest toward the Tilda website builder. I want to thank you for your patience that you watched this webinar until the end. You watched how we created the website from scratch. It's it's a fun thing to do, but also might be a little bit tiring. So great work for everyone who managed to watch until the end. And well, I wish you great holidays, the upcoming holidays. Congratulations to all of you who will celebrate Christmas and New Year and other holidays too. And I wish you great designs in 2022, and I'm sure we're gonna see each other very soon. All right, so take care and bye bye.